Well, that certainly brings back a lot of old memories, just like it used to be, like old times.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, Andy, we really want to thank you for coming on the show.
No, don't mention it, no.
You know, there might not have been a Donny and Marie Show if you hadn't discovered our older brothers.
Yeah.
Well, I really can't take the credit for that. That was my father. Actually, he saw Alan, Wayne, and Merrill, and Jay, and they reminded him so much of my brothers and me when we were little that he suggested that I put them on the show. And you know, you always do what your father says.
Yeah.
Were you guys nervous on that show, the first one?
Nervous? We were scared stiff.
And in case you missed their first television debut, this is what it looked like.
This is when they were into barbershop singing. And from the looks of those haircuts, you can tell they spent a lot of time in the barbershop.
Hi there, folks, how do you do? We're mighty glad to be here with you. A doodly-doo, a doodly-doo, a doodly-doo, how do you do?
Hi there, folks. What do you say?
We're mighty glad to be here today. We have some songs we're gonna sing. And some barbershop chords are gonna ring, 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 ring.
Well, you can imagine that after that show, we were inundated with mail.
Oh, well, most of it wanted to know, who was that cute little kid on the end? Sure, all right, Jay. Yeah.
I'll say one thing about Jay. One thing about Jay, he never let a camera go by without getting his face into it somewhere.
Oh, so that's where Donnie learned it.
Needless to say, these four guys became such a hit on the show that I made them regulars on the show, which was the best thing that I ever did.
Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but to travel the road, sharing our load, side by side.
And once we got settled in, we managed to expand our act. Yep, our 5-year-old brother was the first.
He didn't exactly take over the act, but while the boys were singing Ain't She Sweet, they let Donnie come in with a vodeo-do.
Boy, I sure remember that day.
This is a very rare picture. Donnie isn't wearing purple socks.
Hey, Donnie, don't you think you're getting a little old for this sort of thing?
With Donnie, we finally had the act together. And we finally got some suits that fit.
You guys kept coming back with something new every week. One week you played guitars, the next week pianos, and after they ran out of instruments and dances, they brought in another brother.
Now here's Jimmy making his debut when he was only 3 years old.
I want some red roses for a blue lady. Mr. Flores, take my order, please.
That certainly does off a lot of pleasant memories for me. That's one of the nicest things about television. It can help you relive a lot of wonderful times. Memories, memories, like the corners of my mind, misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind.
Memories may be beautiful and yet what's too painful to remember